What's up, Crusties? Welcome back to my video. So if you guys hear anything in the background, it's literally just my fan. But today I'm bringing you guys a really exciting video. It is a tier ranking video and I'm going to be ranking tropes. If you guys do remember, I asked you like maybe a week or two ago if you were tired of watching tier ranking videos, and a lot of you guys said you weren't, and I was really happy about that because I'm not tired of making them. I'm not tired of watching them. I feel like I could watch a tier ranking video every single day and never get tired of it. Anyways, before we get into that, I wanted to quickly remind you guys that I will have links down below for petitions you can sign, for donations you can make, and for more information that you guys can use to educate yourself more on the Black Lives Matter movement and on everything going on in the world right now. Whether you live in the United States, in Canada, or overseas, you can use these resources to learn more and to find out what's happening and how you can help regardless of your situation. I also wanted to extend some hugs and kisses and all kinds of support to all the Black people alive and living and just trying to figure out what to do and how to navigate our current climate. So with that being said, we're going to move into the tier ranking portion of this video, and I'm super excited because this tier ranking is actually fan fiction, so it's giving me like a blast from the past feeling from fanfiction.net, and it's just reminding me of all the crazy things that we were reading like when we were younger online, and I'm just like, wow, because a lot of these tropes I haven't seen since fanfiction reading days, and it's just like fever dream moment. Thank you so much to the creator of this tier ranking. I will go ahead and link their original tweet down below. I don't believe they made a video, but I will link their tweet down so you guys can see. Before we start with the actual ranking, I'm going to read you guys my tier ranking list names. They're a little juicy, they're a little goosey, but we got it going on, okay? The highest one, the top tier, is I want what they have. This is like when you look around and you're like, I want that, Lord, give me what they have. That's what this one is. The next one is we love to see it, because we love to see it, but we don't necessarily want it for ourselves. Like, that's great, that's cool, that's fine and dandy, but it can stay over there, you know? Yeah, there's some things that you're like, that's okay to read, but like, it's not the thing I go for, you know? Next, we have it be like that, because we don't really care, but we also don't hate it. It could exist, it could also not, it's whatever. The next one we have is I don't know about that one, chief. You know, sometimes you see a trope and you're like side-eyeing it, but you know it can be done well in specific situations, but you're still like side-eyeing it. You're like, that's how you are when you see this trope, and that's how I am when I see this trope. The last one on here is I'm in the ghetto. Just thinking about it makes me cackle, but that's what the last one is. So as usual, we have 5 different levels, and we're going to go ahead and rank them now. So the first one we have is Abu. This one is literally just like a werewolf thing. It's like an alpha, beta, omega type thing, you know, when you were reading those Wattpad stories or those fanfiction stories where it was like the alpha meets his mate, like some Jacob stuff. That's what this one is. I'm not too big a fan of it, but I'm like, whatever. So it's gonna go in IDK about that one, chief. Next, we have amnesia. This is such a big trope in K-dramas, and so I guess I'm gonna like apply this to K-dramas, to books, and to movies, because those are my biggest mediums. I don't know, I guess I'll extend it to all of those. But amnesia is a big part of K-drama, and I personally don't like amnesia. It was done in so many K-dramas, like back in the Boys Over Flowers days, that it just made me get really tired of it really quickly. And so I'm gonna put that one also in IDK about that one, chief, because there are some K-dramas that I enjoy that had amnesia, but I typically don't want to see that in any of my spaces. Especially, I don't think I've read any books with this trope in it, but especially not in books. I feel like that would be extra frustrating. Next, we have angst. Ooh, this one is my jam. I'm gonna take this straight up to we love to see it, because sometimes angst is really annoying. I don't know why the first thing I thought about is The Fault in Our Stars, even though I DNF'd that book like 12 million times. I just know there's a lot of angst in it, apparently. I don't know, tell me if there's a lot of angst in that book. I just couldn't stand it. I just couldn't be there. I was like, no, nothing could keep me here, and nothing did keep me there. But I know that I like angst in some stories, and I know I like angst in movies. So I'm going to put that one in. We love to see it. Next is arranged marriage. This is going all the way to the top. I want what they have. I can already think of a TV show, and I can think of a book already that I absolutely adored with this trope. The first one is the TV show Married at First Sight. It's kind of an arranged marriage. It's these like different professionals who are meeting a whole bunch of people, and then they get married, and throughout the rest of the show they have to like learn how to be married and learn how to be together. It's a reality show on Netflix. Watch it, please. And then the book that I can think about that has this trope is When Dimple Met Rishi. I really enjoyed this book. It's about a girl and a guy who are arranged marriage by their parents, and they end up meeting at some, I think it was a science convention or a science, like it was like a science camp or something. They end up meeting there and they realize, oh my god, we're arranged marriage, and then they have to get to know each other over that summer or over the time period that the book goes through. It is super, super good. I really like it. There you go. Next is Baby Fake, and I'm assuming this is the one where people get pregnant in the books and then they have to deal with that. I know this is big in fan fiction, so I'm going to probably put this one in It'd Be Like That, because I can't think of any books or TV shows that I enjoyed that had that trope. I can think of a movie. I think Love, Rosie would probably fit into this baby fake trope, and I did not like that movie at all. I thought it was really ridiculous. I did not like the characters. I like the actors and the actresses, but I did not like the characters, and I did not like the movie. So I'm just going to put that in It'd Be Like That. Next we have sharing a bed. This is such a big thing in romance novels. The first one that comes to mind is The Worst Best Man. That book I read recently, and it was really, really good. It follows a wedding planner who has to somehow work with her ex-fiance's brother in her wedding planning business, and they're kind of like competitors for a contract, and it's really good. I loved it. It's kind of haters to lovers because she hates him because he was the whole reason why her marriage did not happen, and this trope I feel like is done really well in that book, and so I'm going to bump this one up to I want what they have. Loved that trope in that book, and I love that trope in general. Like, I just love this trope so much. It's really, really prevalent in K-dramas, and I'm always a simp for it. Next we have Bang or Die, and this is literally, I guess, people having to have sex or die. This is going in I'm in the ghetto ratatata because ew. Okay, moving on. Body swap. Why am I suddenly thinking of Freaky Friday? If you haven't watched that movie, you better get to it. Body swap, I'm gonna put in It'd Be Like That because I don't really care for it, but I also don't hate it. I really liked Freaky Friday, but I don't think that would ever be something that would entice me to read a book or to watch a movie or to watch a TV show, so I'm just gonna put it right there. Coffee shop AU. Meeting in a coffee shop. That's like my dream, to meet someone in a coffee shop or to meet someone in a bookstore and just be like, you guys know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Coffee shop AU is going to go in I want what they have. I want that caramel macchiato. Americano. I don't drink Americanos because isn't it just like espresso and water? Discuss time! Next we have college AU. 100% going to, just kidding, it's gonna go into We Love to See It. Because it's alright, but college is really messy, and I don't think I've read too many books with a college setting. I just read After not too long ago. That was trash. And besides After, I can't really think of anything else that I've actively like remember and read that was set in a college. And K-dramas are usually set in like high school, sometimes in college. There's some good ones that are set in colleges, but I just don't really care for it that much. But yeah, if you want a school type setting though, Dream High, oh my god, Dream High is so good. It's literally like a K-drama version of High School Musical, except it's really juicy and there's so much drama that happens and the characters are just so good, and there's a lot of really good singing, and it's just amazing because a lot of the people who are in Dream High are actual musicians, and so it's just really good. So if you haven't watched Dream High, please watch it. Actually, I will also have different links down below for K-dramas and stuff that I talk about in this video so you can check them out. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next we have crackfic. I tried looking this one up and I didn't understand it. I think it's like when you're really, really crazy about something, but because I'm not 100% sure about what it is, I'm going to just put it in I'm in the ghetto. Crossover. Okay, yeah, I do like crossovers, but it's not that prevalent in anything I read, and it's not something that ever like makes me want to read something. So I'm going to put it in IDK about that one, chief. Next we have dark fic, which is anything that has to do with physical and emotional violence. And I'm not really about that, so I'm going to put that here. I know some people read like taboo romances that have like bully romance and things like that. I'm assuming that would kind of fit into dark fic, but it's not really that much of my jam. Major character death. Anybody who knows me knows that this one is not my vibe. I will literally avoid a book if I know that a major character died in it, especially if it's a character that I care about. And so this one, 100%, I'm in the ghetto. Next we have Canon Divergence, which is literally just when the character's storyline takes a different turn or goes into a different universe. And depending on what it is, I might possibly enjoy it, but typically I probably wouldn't reach for that, so I'm going to put it in Canon Divergence. Next, we have Enemies to Lovers. When you hate someone and you love them in the end, this one is going to I Want What They Have. Yes. If this was America's Got Talent, I would have been booted off immediately. Next, we have established relationship. I don't know about this one because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, because I think if a story starts with two characters who are already together, I feel like there's always a lot of drama that doesn't need to be there. In order for them to like get stronger, that does happen, but sometimes I feel like it just goes overboard. So I'm going to put that one in we love to see it, because I do like people straightening their relationships, but I just tend to have the bad experience of reading books or watching movies or K-dramas where a couple is together, but then they go through a lot of really ridiculous stupid things just so they can have drama that will in the end make them stronger. So yeah, fairy tale AU sounds interesting when I think of shows like Once Upon a Time, but other than that, I'm not really big on fairy tales. I don't really actively like to go for fairy tale retellings unless I've heard really good things from a lot of people. Like with the Lunar Chronicles, I heard so many good things about all those books, and so I read them and they were amazing. But then when I read A Curse So Dark and Lonely, I thought it was really boring and I didn't really like the Beauty and the Beast thing. So for me, it really depends. So I'm going to have to put it in It'd Be Like That. Next, fake relationship, 100%. We love to see it. I really like that. I love fake relationships so much because they're always like, I love you so much in the end, and I'm like, I knew you would. Next, we have Fixit Fake. Don't really care for that one, so it's gonna go in IDK about that one, chief. Fluff. Yes, fluff is just so easy and so sweet and so simple. It's very like cookie cutter A, B, C, D. We got to the end, they're in love, it's finished. Like, I just really love simple things like that sometimes, so I'm going to put it in We Love to See It. Yes, one really good example, An Enchantment of Ravens. Really awesome, really simple, really fluffy. So the next one that we have is Friends to Lovers, which is one of my favorite tropes ever. So this is immediately going into I Want What They Have, and I have a book recommendation that I never ever see people talking about. The book that I want you guys to check out for this one is A Taxonomy of Love. This book follows two best friends from early childhood up until they're about 18, I believe. It just follows them through the years and they go through a lot of hardships. And the main guy in the book does have Tourette's, and that is something that I don't ever see people talking about on BookTube, and so you guys should check it out. Let me know what you think about it. If you've read it or if you want to check it out, let me know so I can know that somebody out there is reading it, because every time I talk about this book, people are like, what? I haven't read that. I haven't read that. I read it like maybe a year or so ago, and so I don't remember a lot, but I know that when I read it, I really, really loved it, and so I just want other people to read it, and so I can know that other people love it as well. Next is genfic, which is a genre that doesn't have any romantic or sexual or any type of such content in it, and it's just like really platonic, it's really simple, it's really child friendly, everything like that. And I actually kind of really like this one. I don't know why I immediately thought of Radio Silence, because Radio Silence follows a platonic friendship between our main characters, and it is literally one of my favorite books ever, and I'm immediately going to boost this one into We Love to See It, because I haven't seen this done well ever, literally, until I read Radio Silence. And so like that book is a treasure, but I feel like it doesn't belong in I Want What They Have until I've read at least like 5 more books that are just platonic friendships. Next, Hurt Comfort. I don't care about this one. I truly don't care about this one. So I'm just gonna put it in IDK about that one. Chief, I feel bad putting it in I'm in the Ghetto because those are all the ones that I'm like, so it's just gonna go in IDK about that one, Chief. Historical AU. I like historical fiction in movies and TV shows. I don't know why I'm not caring for it too much in books these days. Maybe it's because I just had a recent DNF that was historical fiction, but I'm gonna give it a chance and put it in It'd Be Like That. High School AU, we love to see it. Oh my god, I can literally list so many K-dramas that have this trope in it, like Who Are You School 2015, Answer Me 1997, Answer Me 1998, Answer Me 1988. I think those are all in high school as well. And then also Dream High 1, Dream High 2, Playful Kiss, Boys Over Flowers. There's so many K-dramas that have this, and it's just like, it's a treasure to me. Like, it's a treasure. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna definitely put this in I Want What I Want What They Have, or We Love to See It. We Love to See It. I'm going to put it in We Love to See It because I really love the trope, and I don't want what they have. Like, I'm not in high school, so. Huddle for Warmth. We love this. I Want What They Have. Simple, easy, no thoughts required. Humor. Have I read anything that was funny? I don't think I've read anything that was like hee hee ha ha, like I'm cackling. No. Have I watched anything that was funny? I usually watch like sad movies or crime, so humor is gonna go in It'd Be Like That because I don't really have that much of an experience with it and I don't really care. Next we have In Vino Veritas, which I think is a trope where people are drunk and then they say the truth. And I don't know how I feel about this one because it's juicy in like reality TV shows when people expose their snakeness when they're drunk, but I don't know that I would ever want to read this in the book. But it is juicy in reality shows and it is juicy in K-dramas, and so I'm going to put it in We Love to See It because I'm telling you guys, in K-dramas there's always a scene in a K-drama where the main character goes to a tent restaurant or a tent outdoors food eating place and they just drink and drink and drink and they're like, I love you, or they're like, I hate you, or they're like, my life sucks, and then there's a piggyback ride that follows and it's just so chef's kiss. And so purely because of K-dramas, that one's going in We Love to See It. Next, First Kiss, another big thing in K-dramas. First kiss, yeah, okay. This one is huge in K-dramas. Is it huge in books I've read? No. Do I care for it in books I've read? No. But I care for it in K-dramas. It's gonna go in It'd Be Like That because it's just like an even playing field, even. Next we have magic, and I don't think I reach for magic, like things with a magical element, that often. I do like magical realism, but in this sense I'm thinking more of things like Harry Potter. I'm thinking of things like fantasy that has magical elements. I'm thinking maybe things like Avatar. Like Avatar has elemental magic and I like that, and so this is kind of like an even thing because I would only like enjoy it in TV shows or in movies. I don't think I would actively be like, oh, this has an amazing magic system, and that's because I don't really reach for books based on hearing about their magic system. I reach for books based on hearing about the setting or the characters, like the setting meaning like, is it in a cool world? Like I don't really ask that many questions about the actual magic system after finding out, oh, it's in this really cool world that has all these cool things in it. So I'm gonna probably put this one in It'd Be Like That. Next we have miscommunication, a trope I hate so much. Oh my god, I could talk about this trope for days. I'm gonna put it down and I'm in the ghetto for sure. Missing scenes, also I'm in the ghetto, because what? Why would you want anything with missing scenes? Maybe if you were thinking about books where you had unreliable characters, then maybe that would be relevant, but I don't like that trope at all. Mutual pining, oh my god, we love to see it. We love to see it, yes. Mutual pining, but also I don't like when things are dragged out and it's like mass massive slow burn, and we have to like see this for so long. Like in books where it's like following people over the course of different years, it's like friends to lovers and it has mutual pining, then I'm like, okay, this is cute, this is fine. But if it's something where it's like the mutual pining and then there's really stupid things that keep happening to increase the mutual pining, like when I was watching Love, Rosie, I just did not like that at all. And so that's why this one's gonna go, and we love to see it. But also there's some people that just don't deserve to have this trope and don't deserve to use my wonderful trope for evil. Next is sex pollen, and this is literally people having sex and then realizing that they like each other. Like I'm trying to like understand it, and I just don't. I feel like yeah, yeah, this one's just gonna have to go in I'm in the Ghetto. I have no words. Next we have pregnancy fake. No, 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 no. If this is like a story where the character is pregnant and that's like the storyline, the character has been pregnant and they've had a baby, then that's different. Like for example, with The Fire and High, it's about a teenage single mom, so baby fake, there's a baby there. But then a bad example that I really, really hated was Emergency Contact, which was literally a character I will not name having that trope in there just for the purpose of creating drama, and then all of a sudden it was like, but what? Like there were things that happened that really confused me, and so I don't like when babies are added into books simply to create drama and to make a character realize that, oh my gosh, maybe we can't be together, oh maybe we can be together. Like if it's about like these struggles of being a single mom or these struggles of children or something along those lines, that's fine, but don't use babies as a way to like push the plot forward just for that purpose. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to put this one in IDK about that one. This next one is, I'm not gonna say the word, but PORN, without plot. Literally just smut with absolutely no plot. I'm gonna have to in the Ghetto for sure, in the Ghetto. Next is royalty. Not that big a fan of royalty in books. I've tried reading books with royalty in them and I just don't enjoy it, but then I love movies and TV shows and things like that with royalty. Like I really love The Crown. I absolutely love that TV show. I would not stop talking about it for so long when I was watching it, and so because of that, royalty is going to be bumped up a little bit into It Be Like That, because it's just like a medium. Sometimes it's really great, sometimes it's really horrible. I'm still trying to find good books with royalty plots in them or royalty tropes. Slow burn, slow burn, slow burn. It depends. It depends. Because in Stalking Jack the Ripper, slow burn was perfect. It was amazing. I was like, Audrey Rose, yes, beautiful romance, friendship, we love to see it. But then in Love, Rosie, I keep dragging that movie. I'm so sorry to Love, Rosie fans. So I'm gonna have to put this one in It'd Be Like That as well. Now It'd Be Like That and We Love to See It are like neck and neck, so we'll see what the next 5 will do. Next we have Soulmate AU. The idea and concept of a soulmate is kind of cool, but then at the same time, I'm like, is that something I enjoy reading or watching or seeing? Not really. And so it's just gonna have to go in It'd Be Like That. It really do be like that. Time Loop, not a big fan. It's just gonna go in IDK about that one. Chief, I just DNF'd a book that had Time Loop in it, and I was very sad to DNF it, but I just had to. I had to. Next is Love Triangle, which I typically hate because in K-dramas, I have this thing called second lead syndrome. It's when you root for the second lead that never gets the girl. I'm telling you guys, second leads never, ever get the girl in K-dramas. So you might as well just give up now and like the main guy. So because of that, I don't really like love triangles. And I've only ever seen a love triangle done well once, so I'm gonna put it in IDK about that one, Chief. Next is Unhappy Ending. Why would anybody want that? Unless it's like a really hard-hitting book and it's just supposed to be like that, but I prefer happy endings, or I prefer open-ended endings, like bittersweet, but this is just straight up unhappy, and so I'm putting that in I'm in the Ghetto. The last and final one is Unrequited Love. Massive in K-dramas. I can't think of a single one at this moment, but massive in K-dramas. And I'm not a big fan. It's painful watching people pine over someone that doesn't like them back. It's not even fun reading about it. Like, even in a movie that's like an hour and a half, maybe two, it's not fun. It's not a great experience. So this is going in, I'm in the ghetto. And that is it. I definitely thought I would have way more at the very top, because I'm just such a simp for so many things, and literally I do not read very critically. I just read things that I enjoy or read things that I hate, and I don't like things in the middle, so I just pick up random books most of the time. And so I'm really shocked to see that not many things were up here, but I'm not that surprised about everything at the bottom. Like, all of these, I'm not surprised, because it's just, when I looked at this, I just knew that things were not going to be up there for me, but it's fine. So yes, those are all my rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Do not forget to check out all those links I'm going to have down below of all the petitions, all the information, all the K-dramas, and the link for the creator of this ranking if you want to try it yourself. Thank you so much again. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.